that he decided to get out of the car to check. As he was looking around, he noticed a creepy figure in his rearview mirror. The figure was running down the tunnel towards him. Terrified, he leapt back into his car and raced out of the tunnel. Kuro, intrigued by his friend's experience, decided to venture out in the dead of night to conduct a paranormal investigation deep in the tunnel. For the first part of the video, nothing much really happens. However, when Kuro is about to leave, things get a little bit creepy.
写真撮影は終了です。なんか女性の声聞こえるんだけど、めっちゃ喋り声聞こえる。誰もいませんか？
Kuro mentions he can hear a woman's voice and the sounds of footsteps walking in the shadows directly behind him, but no one can be seen. Or at least, from this camera, they couldn't. The next clip you're about to see is footage taken exactly at the same time, but from Kuro's handheld camera.
誰もいませんか?
Did you see her? As Kuro tilts the camera, the face of someone or something can be seen for a split second, standing in the darkness right behind him. But on the static camera, no one can be seen. And if you look at the timing of both cameras, everything happens at exactly the same time, so I highly doubt that this is a pre-recorded video being played. YouTube viewers were left horrified by this scary figure lurking in the darkness behind Kuro, with many believing it to be the same ghost that his friend encountered on his journey through the tunnel. But what do you think? Did Japanese ghost hunter Kuro capture a ghost on camera inside this tunnel? You tell me. If you're a fan of scary videos, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads.
Next, let me see. Your power is 1 and you will respawn in Egypt. I want to go to Rome. I will respawn in Rome and become...
This next video for this week is one that some of you may have seen before or at least heard about. The video is footage recorded on a police officer's body cam while they were investigating the infamous Chris Watts house, and the video is said to contain some of the most authentic EVP recordings ever caught. The Chris Watts house came to significant public attention in 2018 due to a horrific incident involving the Watts family. Without going into too much detail as YouTube doesn't allow it, Chris Watts, the father, was the main suspect after his wife Shannon and their 2 young daughters Bella and Celeste lost their lives. Chris Watts initially reported them missing, but later confessed to law enforcement that he was the one responsible for their untimely passing. Following his confession, Watts was charged and later found guilty. This was a widely reported event that deeply shocked the local community and made national headlines. And in the video you're about to see, which is unedited raw footage of a K9 unit searching the Watts' family home, viewers noticed some rather strange things in the Did you catch it? As the K9 team steps into the house, one of their body cams captures what looks like a little girl walking down the stairs. But the house has been vacant due to the ongoing investigation. Everything seems pretty normal after that, until a person can be heard screaming something that sounds like no or possibly help. That wouldn't be the only strange thing that happened during their search of the house though.
High intense fight. So it could mean several things because the body chemistry changes
Sure.
on all that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. A lot of these are motion activated. These are the shoes that she took the scent off of.
Okay. That's you. So there's plenty of her finger here.
Yes.
Yeah. Here.
Yes.
Yeah. Here.
Yes.
Yeah. Here.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. What in the world was that?
Wow.
Go in there and step on that little blue thing and see if that's where that noise came.
Yeah, it sounded like a kid toy.
It might. It sort of sounds like it.
Something. There was a... I heard it.
That one. Did you hear it?
I did.
Sounded like a kid giggling or something, didn't it? Or a kid.
It did.
Where did that come from? Because all he did was go straight in there. That was strange, but we'll make a note of that.
I heard it. I definitely heard the same thing you did.
Yeah, and then he just...
As the officers sweep the upstairs of the house, a voice can be heard whispering the name Chris. Then, a little later, a child's voice can be heard saying, "Mummy, Mummy," and something that sounds like a little girl giggling is also caught on the police officer's body cam, even though nobody else is inside the house. The officers continue their sweep of the house and capture even more strange things.
Definitely scent coming out of there.
Yeah. So there's your attic access right there. Do I need to climb up there?
In the laundry room, a voice can clearly be heard whispering, "I'm with Cece." And what makes this even more creepy is that Cece was the nickname of Chris's daughter, Celeste. The creepiness doesn't end there though.
Here's a pair of her shorts. I don't know if they've been touched or moved.
Well, we're interested.
In the master bedroom, another whispering voice can be heard. Listen closely and you can hear the words, "This is our home." They continue their investigation, which takes them into the basement of the home, where the police officer's body cam captures this.
Yes, very organized, very clean.
Down in the basement, a voice whispers, "Something told her," before a disturbing moaning sound heard. Now, these EVPs have left viewers stunned, and and the fact that they were captured on a police officer's body cam makes them all the more believable. But if you're thinking these are the only strange things that were captured by police in this house, you're in for a treat. A month after Chris Watts' arrest, police were called back to the house after reports of a woman who'd been seen walking around the home and a light inside the garage had been turned on. This is the raw, unedited body cam footage from that night when police went to investigate.
Redbridge Police Department, anybody in the house?
974, Chico traffic, the clearance.
Redbridge Police Department, anybody in the house, make yourself known. Redbridge Police Department, anybody in the house?
After the police officers enter the house, they scan the entire building, but they discover there's nobody there. However, viewers notice some rather strange things in the video.
Redbridge Police Department, anybody down here?
Where?
Did you hear it? As an officer is guarding the dining area, a voice can be heard whispering the word help. Then later on, another voice can be heard whispering the name Amanda. But it wasn't just a whisper they captured. Viewers also noticed this. Behind the officer standing at the top of the stairs, a child-sized figure appears to step out from behind him. Nobody notices it at the time, but the image seems surprisingly clear. Viewers of these raw, unedited videos captured on the police body cams have been left stunned by the crisp, many believing it to be legitimate proof of the paranormal. Even commenters who are some of the firmest skeptics have found it difficult to explain the evidence shown in these videos. But what do you think? Is this concrete evidence that the paranormal exists? You tell me. Mark from the YouTube channel Donny Drunkard is a paranormal investigator who got more than he bargained for during a routine investigation. According to Mark, he was followed home by some kind of demonic spirit that seems to enjoy terrorizing him on a daily basis. In the video you're about to see, Mark claims to have been physically attacked by the spirit after he felt a slap across his face. He runs into his bedroom with his dog, hoping that the spirit will leave him alone. And then this happens.
Are you okay? You okay? Thank you. You're a good boy, eh? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. You're a tough guy, eh? You wait here. You wait here. Yeah, I beep her. Okay? I'll be right back. Come right back.
When Mark feels brave enough to leave the room, he ventures out and captures the light in his hallway moving as if something we can't see is rocking it. Then, even though Mark and his dog are supposed to be alone in the house, the washing machine lid starts banging and cupboard doors begin to slam. Feeling creeped out, Mark goes back into his bedroom to wait out whatever is going on in his house. But while all of this was happening, something even creepier was captured by a static camera he had previously set up in the basement. While Mark and his dog hide in the bedroom upstairs, something dark flies along the ceiling of the basement. But just what the f*** is it? Do you know what this flying figure might be? Is this the demonic spirit Mark says followed him home and has been allegedly haunting him ever since? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Game of Thrones fans are finally getting the mobile game of their dreams, and you need to check it out. Game of Thrones winter is coming.
The Lighthouse Church. This next ghost video comes from the popular paranormal investigation channel Paranormal Nightmare TV series. Josh, Rocky and Sean investigate the Lighthouse Church in Lynn, Indiana, which carries a haunting connection to a notorious figure, Jim Jones. Known for leading a cult known as the People's Temple, Jones orchestrated a tragic event in Jonestown, Guyana that sent shockwaves around the world. He convinced his followers to drink a deadly concoction, leading to a massive loss of lives, and if anyone refused, it didn't go well for them. A few managed to escape the horrifying scene by running into the wilderness, but sadly, the majority, 918 people, were not so fortunate. Now, this old church didn't directly witness these events, but its ties to Jones run deep. It was his childhood church, and since that horrifying event, whispers of hauntings have echoed in its hallways. The ghost hunters spend 2 nights inside the church, documenting everything they could find, and this is what they found.
Oh, Don't. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cuss. Thank you for talking to me. Would you like to tell me what your name is?
Jim.
Jim and here. Lord. It said Jim and then it said Lord. Oh my goodness.
While attempting to communicate, Sean is shocked when a noise makes him jump. The word that is picked up is don't. He apologizes for cursing and asks for the entity's name, and bizarrely, it responds with the name Jim. While this was happening upstairs, Josh was down in the basement doing his own investigation alone.
You don't? We know Jim Jones came here for many years as a child, and then he moved on and became a reverend at different churches. And then they did some very bad things.
Jim.
Whoa! Holy. Okay, that was loud.
Josh asks any spirits that might be listening if they remember Jim Jones visiting the church. Initially, the answer he receives is no, but then someone says the name Jim. Rocky is also on his own, standing behind the podium in the church hall, conducting his own investigations.
What makes this piece of evidence so much more compelling? Watch as the phone is lifted up and slammed down at the exact same time the EDI alerts Rocky to a spirit being present.
As Rocky is wondering whether he should move to another part of the church, the EDI lights up, indicating the presence of a spirit. But before he even has a chance to look at the light, a phone on the podium lifts up and slams down all by itself right next to him. Meanwhile, Sean is still upstairs and his conversation isn't over yet.
Whoa. Okay. I hear you. Do you not like me talking about? Oh! Whoa! It's so freaking dark up here, I can't see. Oh crap! Yep, I'm out. Ah! It's coming! Bless me! God! No! Oh my God! Whatever the heck was up there just came running at me down the steps. Holy sh**, I'm out of here. Yep, Josh can have it.
As Sean is asking questions, unaware to him, the camera captures multiple orbs swirling around him, while some shuffling noises can be heard in the background. He tries to ask if the spirits don't want him asking about Jim Jones, but before he can finish his sentence, a loud bang makes him jump and Sean gets out of there. But as he reaches the last few steps, it sounds like something runs down the stairs after him. The brothers decide all this activity means that they should now stick together, so they regroup in the main church hall with an SLS Connect camera and capture something absolutely chilling live on camera.
I feel like if we're going to catch something, it's going to be in the basement.
Well, I think we need to go up to the attic. Or it'd be better if I just filmed the screen. Like if they're just watching the screen, that I won't need this light on. What do you think?
As the Paranormal Nightmare TV series crew are moving to another part of the church, captured live on camera, a mysterious child-sized figure can be seen standing at the bottom of the stairs, staring down the hallway at the unsuspecting Foreman brothers. But the question is, who is it? And what makes this even more creepy is that earlier in the investigation, nothing was there. The paranormal activity, along with the live capture of this child-sized apparition in the video, has left YouTube viewers frozen in fear. What lends credibility to this spine-chilling encounter is that the Foreman brothers are recognised as one of the most reliable paranormal investigation channels out there. Many viewers, like user Tiffany9776, believe this to be, quote, the holy grail of paranormal evidence. They're convinced that this is undoubtedly a full-bodied apparition of a child, possibly even the spectral image of Jim Jones in his younger days. The evidence has me personally convinced of its authenticity, but what's your take on it? Could this really be the apparition of a ghost caught on camera? I'm eager to hear your take on this. This next creepy video you're about to see comes from the paranormal investigation channel Tony Ferguson, the Ghost Whisperer. Filmed in Bodmin Jail, Cornwall, Tony, his wife, and medium Paul Sissel attempt to capture as much paranormal evidence as they can. Built in 1779, Bodmin Jail is rumoured to be home to a variety of malevolent dark entities, such as the ghost of former prisoner William Hampton, whose crime shook the local community. Other alleged supernatural encounters include light orbs and even people becoming possessed. The crew set up cameras around the old haunted jail, hoping to capture anything unusual on camera. Paul stays alone in the jail, surrounded by total darkness, and after some time, he begins to feel a bit strange, and then this happens. While alone in the dungeons of the jail, Paul stares silently in a trance-like state out of range of the night vision camera. Then, Paul eerily turns to face the camera and approaches it slowly, almost as if something has taken over his body. Then, he smacks the camera down with force. But what does this mean? Kristen Honey, Bodmin Jail's own paranormal manager, has spoken regularly about possessions that have happened at the jail. According to Kristen, when a person is possessed, they become faint or lightheaded, or suddenly completely change their behaviour, similarly to what happened to Paul while he was alone in the jail's dungeon. Tony Ferguson himself even says when reviewing the footage of Paul that he did not recognise him as the Paul he knew, and YouTube viewers were left shocked at this clip uploaded by Tony Ferguson, the Ghost Whisperer. Many vouch for the authenticity of this video, as well as Bodmin Jail being an incredibly haunted site. User Doorman437 states that, after finishing the Bodmin tour with my dad, we noticed a foul odour follow us into the cafeteria. It was recognisable because I've smelt this in my parents' old flat, which used to belong to an old man whose apparition was seen regularly. Not a nice feeling at all either. But what do you think happened to Paul at the Bodmin Jail? Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments. Working the late shift at a hotel can get pretty dull, so TikTok user Brookie Spice and her co-workers come up with creative ways to pass the time. When they're not helping customers, they play games and record themselves dancing together. One night, Brooke and a co-worker were on the second floor of the hotel they work at and decided to race the elevator down to the floor below them. Brooke left her phone in the elevator to capture what should have been an innocent game, but unexpectedly, this happened.
Go.
Brooke and her co-worker got stuck in the stairwell on their way down from the second floor, but her phone was in the empty elevator the whole time, continuing to film as the doors kept sliding open and closed, as if someone or something was there. And if that wasn't creepy enough, the recording captured what sounds like a voice inside the elevator. An elevator that's supposed to be empty. Commenters on this video said they could definitely hear something, with some even suggesting they heard the word hello or That's not only the strange activity that's happened in this hotel, weird things kept happening on the second floor, which has been under renovation. Since none of the rooms were ready for customers, the second floor has been empty, but another of Brooke's co-workers, who works on the front desk, kept receiving weird calls from a second floor room. After getting fed up of these calls, Brooke's co-worker, who goes by the TikTok username Yeti Bronzo, goes to take a look.
Alright, so we're getting crazy calls from this room that is unoccupied in the second floor, and this is like the third time it's happened, and I'm bringing y'all along with me, so annoyed with this little trip that I've been doing constantly. I think it's 226, that's right. 227, okay. There's the phone. No one's calling, no one's here. Everything's chilling. Yep, okay. I mean, no one here, no phone calls. I'm out. This is weird.
When he went up to check, no one was there. The room was empty, just as he thought. So, just who was making those weird phone calls? Although he didn't see or hear anything in that empty room, Brooke and her co-worker from the first clip were in there just a few days ago, setting up new furniture in the same room when they inadvertently captured something chilling on camera.
I felt bad. How do you up the stairs? I don't know, but I mean, I felt bad, but also no, don't feel bad. It's just terrible. Didn't you want to clean it real quick? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, so my sister, she graduates in 2 days, and I asked for the whole weekend off because like we're gonna get dinner with her. My parents are flying in, you know, like the whole thing. But she literally scheduled me the whole weekend. Wait, am I like on the weekend? Wait, let me try. If you where's my? Do you have my phone? Have you seen? I think I left it on the table. Oh my god, are you filming with my phone? For the vlog. Girl, nobody cares about our stupid things. Somebody cares.
What do you want to talk about? Where the mirror should go?
Yeah, actually, let's do our job.
Okay. All right. Chat, should the mirror go
here?
In this corner?
The right corner.
Okay. Or in that corner? I don't know. I mean, like, I know it's super dark right now, but I feel like personally it would look better in this area. There's just too much backlight. There's like not enough good, I don't know.
That's true, but I mean, you can see if someone's trying to like break into your room. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Weirdo.
Did you see it? While Brooke is cleaning the mirror, a mysterious dark figure can be seen in the reflection. But who is it? Whoever it is just seems to stand there as the two girls chat amongst themselves, blissfully unaware that they're being watched. Then, when Brooke's co-worker pans to the corner where the figure had been standing, the mysterious figure is gone. When the girls watched the footage back, they were beyond creeped out, especially since this isn't the only time something weird has happened on the second floor of the hotel. Commenters on the TikTok video agree that the hotel is likely haunted. But what do you think is going on? Comment below with your thoughts on this one.
Mientras ellos juegan su partido, yo juego el mío. Con mi partido de Betfair.
The figure. This next ghost video comes from the TikTok account Metaphysical Show. In the video, Rob Counts explains that while spending some time alone out in the countryside, particularly at a horse stable, he struck up a conversation with one of the farm workers. Rob offhandedly asked the worker if he had seen something he can't explain, and the worker's eyes lit up and answered, yeah. The worker pulls out his phone, shows Rob a video captured in the woods close by to the stables, and Rob's face turned pale white.
Now, what's super weird about that video is the guy who took the video won't even go back into those woods anymore. Did you see the dog in the video? That dog was growling and it was looking over into the area where the apparition appears. And it was just, what a crazy video. I can't believe it, and I haven't been able to figure out what's going on. I mean, what do you guys think?
A mysterious white figure is caught on a phone camera walking between the trees before it disappears into thin air. The dog clearly senses it and begins to growl. Rob Counts says that he can't explain this video. However, one commenter, user Xcode, believes that this is a residual haunting, with many agreeing with them. Another commenter, Emma Jean, says that I think we can only see 1% of the light spectrum, and there are probably things all around us that exist somewhere in the other 99%. Which is very creepy if you think about it. The majority of TikTok viewers are convinced that this is proof of a ghost caught on camera, and some even steered towards the possibility of it being an interdimensional being caught traveling through time. But what's your verdict on this video? Is this a ghost caught on camera? Use the comments to share your thoughts. This next creepy video comes from TikTok, uploaded by user Bleak Sorrow. At first glance, you might assume that being a professional gravedigger is the eeriest part of Will Graves' life. However, as the videos unfold, it becomes unsettlingly apparent that perhaps his job has, in some way, followed him home.
Okay, TikTok. So, my power is out at the moment in the basement. And I swear, I keep hearing someone walk. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's kind of creepy. Laundry room still has power, so that's good. But the rest of the basement's power is completely out, which is very strange. I'm not sure what that noise was, but
as Will enters the basement, a mysterious dark figure can be seen standing motionless in the bathtub facing the wall. But who is it? And when Will returns to the bathroom sometime later, the figure is nowhere to be seen. After posting this video to TikTok, eagle-eyed viewers were quick to point out the dark figure Will caught on camera, and of course, they demanded a part 2. Will responds and decides to film the basement again.
Okay, TikTok. I'm going to show you guys this basement and all the creepy stuff that's been happening here. This is the bathroom I passed earlier, where there was some shadow figure standing, supposedly. I've watched it. It's creepy. That's creepy. But anyway, there is nothing in here to make a shadow stand at all in this bathtub. That's to the pipes outside. Bathtub, shower, have a window right here. What the was that?
Did you catch it? As Will pans the camera towards a window, a hand can be seen touching the glass before it quickly disappears out of sight. Will rushes round the other side, but no one's there. In this next clip, taken some time later, Will heads back down to the basement and captures something rather strange.
What's going on, TikTok? We're back in my basement. My fiance has been hearing some noises down here. water running. Actually, this door's been moving, so it's been kind of creepy. I'm really not sure what I'm looking for. A lot of you guys want to know why I don't have electric. I do have electric down here. We just had the power off in this